Welcome to All Things Pat. I'm Pat, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming to visit with me on today. I certainly appreciate it. I just wanted to come on because I wanted to two things. One, I have turned 7 months. 7 months, and I actually turned 7 months on May the 20th. So I have seen a few things different, and I started off with the twist method. Of course, with the twist method, you don't see a lot of your length because your hair shrinks a lot. But of course, that growth is there. You're just not going to see it immediately. I have been seeing some of the growth, though it's still, shrunken a lot. I have been enjoying this hair like, yes, God, I have. And two, I wanted to just come on and show you all just a few things that I've been doing, playing around with. Let me say it that way. Playing around with my hair, and like 3 little styles, maybe, and maybe a bonus, to just show you where I have been with this hair, giving you just an update. I have been enjoying it still. It's so very convenient, You take your bonnet off, you shake, 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 and you keep on going with it. Why didn't I do this before, earlier than now? Oh man, where I could. Anyway, this is where my hair is right now. I have been able to see it. She did tell me that it has been locking, and I can see that it has began the process. So I'm very excited about it in its next phase. But I wanted to come on to just play around with it a little bit and do a couple of little styles. Yeah. So here we go. it's time for color as well. But I'm going to be doing that today. And I'm using quick little edit that I do. It is convenient. If it's convenient, it takes more time to build up. I'm going to make this video. This is as much as I can, because I have this part over here as if it maybe using hair tie and just to try to force in it acts funny, but all is well. is something else. That's just me. But it is something else. It's just like, where would I be? I see the this way, and it's hanging want to be in pain. You don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt. So, yeah. And that is that. I did 5. Jordan and bonus. And that is that. Perfect and intend to wear more because right now, as I said, I am really 2 styles. I wear one of them, which is my OG most of the time, which I'm going to take this down because my hair is still getting used to being up. It's not used to it as of yet. She's still getting used to it. And so she's still getting used to it. She immediately starts to feel anything you do to it is good. So pull her back down the way she likes to do. Shake it and go. Original. We are always doing 90%, probably 98. Let me say it. 98% of the time that you're going to see me. But I do love wearing my hair up, so I have to get back there. I don't like to do a lot with my hair. I don't like to do a lot with it at all. And I know in order for my scalp to get back used to, styles on it, I'm going to have to tame it and put some styles in it. Like I said, I will pull it up on the side or I'll have it like this. This is how I mostly wear it, but I've been playing around with styles to see, can I do it? How will I look with it? And all of that. And I like them. They're very, very convenient. I have not had an issue with it aside from, and it doesn't have to be a tie. It can be these hairpins or either bobby pins that I put in them. And as you can see, I didn't even need this. I didn't need it. My hair is always, like it's always ready to go. But I think it's very good to be able to use the water if your hair needs to be loosened up, because you don't want to work with stiff hair at all, because I think if it's stiff and you're trying to force it to do something, it can lead to breakage, and we don't want that at all. So anyway, because I don't want this video to be super long, I hope that was very helpful for anyone that is wondering what to do with their baby locks, because I don't know if mine are still considered as baby locks or what. I'm not really sure. But anyway, if you are still young, less than a year, or if you're just wondering what to do. So that was a few styles that I hope that they will be of help to you. Let me know if you try them. Let me know if they work. And I hope that you all will have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for coming by to talk with me and to chat with me just for a little bit. I appreciate it. And come back and see me. Subscribe to the channel. Let's be friends. All right. Have a great day. Bye.